And since he's been back, is it just because is it timing or whatever, but he just doesn't seem to be getting anywhere near as good a rides as he was before he went to Hong Kong?
It's very strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very
they don't
hard to
forget
work
that
out.
quickly, do they?
You wouldn't think so. You wouldn't think so.
There is the man in question, William Pike, riding Versta, as you said, dropping back in distance. That's a formula that you like in your racehorses, Wes, in the club's colours, but... I don't know. He'd probably like it a bit softer too.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'm just not sure where he's at, Versta.
Yeah. He might be a bit cunning.
Yeah, he could be.
Here's another one who's turned into a bit of a cunning horse is Hermosa Corona.
I'd agree. Yep, they are very, very hard to catch. He's only had 2 runs for Frank Maynard.
Jeez, he looked like he was going to be a really good horse, didn't he? There at stages with Colin Webster. So
he showed a bit, but he really hasn't performed as yet. What about All Class, Buddy?
All Class. Let's have a look at All Class. Look. She was a real trick horse, wasn't she? We all thought she was speedy and on pace, and then all of a sudden she gets out and wins the 1,000 Guineas. Just found the Natasha beyond her and probably at the end of a preparation, but 2 runs before that, second in the Champion Fillies. Who would have guessed that at the early stages of her career? But I would imagine first up, barrier 10. I've actually got her slotting in somewhere. 1 out, 1 back, 1 out, 2 back. If she can get there,
I think
she's going to be awfully hard to beat.
I think she can run a very big race.
Yeah,
fresh.
I agree with you, and I can understand why you're tipping All Class. Next one we're going to have a look at is number 12, Mine Always Luck. Look, here's another horse who really hasn't delivered on the early potential that he showed, this Dane Time 3-year-old trained by Trevor Andrews. And I just think from out there in barrier number 9 today, the way this race is going to be run, I'm probably going to be leaving it out. Having said that, my dear old mum's tipped it to me before the races today. Jason Whiting, a favourite jockey aboard. And every time she does that, they pop up. So maybe we throw it in for the novelties. 10, Condi Park. Look, we were on this horse very strongly last start. Beautiful ride, Sean O'Donnell. Just got pipped by Kaiser Crown. Now, I don't know about that form, Kaiser Crown. He raced midweek and didn't enhance it. It's drawn wide. I just don't know where Sean O'Donnell's going to get on Condi Park in this race, and for that reason I'm leaving it out of the win box. Probably in for 3rd or 4th. There's a whole list of them there. But a nice type by Bletchley Park. Start before one really well over Versine. And it was a really bunch finish at the race that it ran second in. I'm just not so sure about Condi Park in this field. Golden Heart's one that I think can run a big race. And the Brian Nathanson colours there, the green with the black band. Joshy Rodder summed this horse up perfectly in the box seat, a work in progress. And believe you me, when they get that work in progress completed, he's going to be a top horse. Getting the 1,200 metres today, everyone's saying, look, he's probably going to pull too much. I'm not so sure about that. And he to me, in the yard, really appealed. He was very calm. Gee, you're shooting well at $11 in a very wide open race. I'm actually going to put him on top at each way odds, number 4, Golden Heart. He's been a real favourite of mine. This represents a bit of a drop in class. There's no Broadway Bell in it here today, and I think 1,200 metres is what he's really been looking for. I think he just had enough of those 1,000 metres, and the way they're run here at Belmont Park, they're awfully hard to get into when you're running from back in the field. He's led in some of his earlier races. He's just developed this bad habit of missing the start of late. But he seems to be pretty well behaved today. Shadow Roll has been on for a couple of runs. And I think drawn 5, he could be well positioned. If he happens to jump with him, he'll run a bold race, make no mistake. There's another one in those golden yellow colours of Harrison's that I like here. Gets the right run. In number 9, Let's Go Secret. We're about to have a look at him by Secret Savings. He's drawn barrier 1. He's drawn to get the perfect run here. 3 back the fence, that's where he'll like to come from. Harvey to ride, and his last start win was good. Look, it was in weaker company, 55 to 68 rated race. This is a 62 plus, but I just get the feeling that Let's Go Secret, that he was racing first up off a good spell, and I think he's in for a good campaign. So here's my second selection in the race, number 9, Let's Go Secret. I'm going barriers here. When in doubt, go barriers. Number 7, Perla, is drawn beautifully in barrier 2. I don't know if we've got him or not. Thrown that one out at your hurls to test you. But, well, there is... Okay. we're just about to get some pictures now of Minor's Luck, who's being re-shod behind the barriers, and this will necessitate a slight delay. But we're about to have a look at Perla. Just getting a message here from a good friend, Wes Cameron. There we go. Any Essendon fans up there in Singapore? The Bombers, the mighty Bombers, have won by 35 points against the Sydney Swans. Well done, the Bombers. Yes, young Hurley. Playing his second game for the Bombers, playing well. Number 7, Perla, though. Last start, big win over Laurie's Dream. 1,400 metres, back to 12, won't worry. It had been freshened. Well, it was off a spell from the Mel Vista. They can often race well fresh, these staying type horse, but I'm not so sure that it actually stayed. It's by Zedrich. Obviously got a bit of toughness on the dam side out of a Zahid mare. But again, we'll just get that perfect run, Perla, and it's my third selection. So summarising, we like Golden Heart on top 4 to beat Let's Go Secret 9, and then 7 Perla. Then you get to the horses who are really going to be cutting up on the speed. 2 Biker Rumba, we all know, was a very good run. About to go in there is number 6, and that is MTV, another who will be vying for the early pace. Perla goes in those yellow colours. Versta about to go in along in between Perla and MTV in the club's colours. William Pike aboard. Now they're starting to make a pretty good line. They're still working there on Minor's Luck. Golden Heart to go in. Golden Heart, Alan Kennedy about to go in. Russell Road, they're dropping back from 2,000 metres to 1,200 metres. Chloe Chatfield has the ride for Fred Kersley. And you wouldn't be surprised to see Russell Road run some sort of a race, but not for mine. But never underestimate the great F.R. Kersley. In between them in the red and the green colours, they're the famous Gilded Venom colours. The Noel Walligan colours is Philosopher's Dream. Looks to be outclassed in this. I saw it win a trial at Larkhill a while back, but not for mine. Okay, they're making a pretty good line now. About time we went upstairs and caught up with Richard Bell for his description of race number 5, the first leg of the quaddie, the West Speed 3-year-old handicap. And here's Richard Bell.
Cool as L in at big odds, 18 into $11. Cool as L, who can show very good speed, has drawn out wide here. Might be looking to burn over early on. Rebecca Nan, the trainer, this horse has won first up in the past and has been placed on 2 other occasions first up, so certainly he produces his best runs fresh. Minor's Luck is about to go forward. Minor's Luck goes in. Biker Romba is about to move into line as well. Ultra consistent gelding by Pure Win for Jimmy Taylor and Jared Noski. Back in the saddle today. 2 to go in now. All Classes jockey has fallen off here. Sean McGruddy. He's been tossed off. Now Sean appears to be okay. All Class certainly in a cantankerous frame of mind. He was with the clerk of the course all the way from the mounting yard to the gates. And Cool as L is just propping around behind the gates, but the big horse goes in now. Cool as L. Versta stands in well. Hermosa Caroma as well in the club's colours. Now All Class just slides into the gates, no problems at all. So they're all set. 1,200 metres. Let's Go Secret drawn on the inside for Harvey. Just about set. Thanks, Stuart, as Racing Radio joins us. And the starter just having a last look at them here before activating the red light. First leg of the quaddie. Pretty wide open market. Good support for Biker Romba. Cool as L at each way odds as well. Specking late for All Class. Light goes on. And they're just about set. Perla stands well with Russell Road. Set. Away and racing now. Let's Go Secret began very nicely. Hermosa Caroma and Condi Park was dragged back with All Class shortly after the start. And settling down, going quickly here is Russell Road. And Russell Road is going to take up the running in the early stages, dropping back from the 2,000 metres. Spears over the lead by 2 lengths. Running the second is Biker Romba. MTV is over on the inside, and Cool as Hell was caught out 3 wide from Let's Go Secret. Perla is racing midfield about 5 lengths off the leader. Then came Golden Heart with Minor's Luck Luck caught out 3 wide. Verster is over on the inside of All Class, who's starting to slide into the race as they pass the 600. Hermosa Karoma was over on the inside of Condi Park, and the bolter, Philosopher's Dream, was last. Kersley trained Russell Road comes around the home turn, and Russell Road is just in front of Biker Romba, who travelled up strongly. Let's Go Secret is running third. Golden Heart has tracked them through on the inside. MTV put under pressure, so was Cool as Hell, and All Classes coming down the outside with Condi Park, but Biker Romba shot to the lead inside the 200. Down the outside, Let's Go Secret. Golden Heart with an inside run, and then All Class, but it's Biker Romba finding plenty. He's in front of Let's Go Secret, and Biker Romba has won from Let's Go Secret. Now All Classes flashed up to join Golden Heart for third, and Golden Heart was most unlucky, climbing over the leaders and got badly checked with about 25 metres to go. Deep out was Condi Park, then Verster. Further back was Hermosa Karoma picking up ground from Perla. Then Menora's Luck. Russell Road hit the brick wall from Cool as Hell. Well back MTV, and the last one home, Philosopher's Dream. Biker Romba's got in, number 2. Biker Romba has won at $5.180. Let's Go Secret second at $2.40. And we might hear more because Golden Heart got squeezed up on the inside. And it's in a photo with All Class, who flashed up on the outside and has joined Golden Heart right on the line. Might have even snatched it. And Golden Heart looked very stiff indeed. He's a very leggy horse, Golden Heart. And it's probably not the best place for him on the inside. But it was Biker Romba who travelled up very strongly on the outside of the leader, Russell Road. 2.95, All Classes got third. Fourth is number 4. So 2.95 and 4. All Classes snatched it right on the line. Golden Heart desperately unlucky. If you've backed it a place, then you can count yourself very, very unlucky indeed, because it was going to run third for sure, and the rider had to really take evasive action, restraining the horse vigorously in the final yards of the race in the shadows of the post, and All Class has been able to snatch it right on the line. But no doubt more will be said about race number 5. A bit of action there over the final 50 metres. 2.95 and 4, 1:10.64 the time, 1:10.64 after the running of race number 5. The winner, Biker Romba, a bay gelding, a 3-year-old by Pure Win from Simply Ebony, has got him by neck. It's a length between second and third and a half a head. A neck by 1 by half a head. And the winner comes back, Biker Romba, for Jared Noski and Jim Taylor. And has beaten Let's Go Secret, who tried very hard. He looked a big chance of getting to Biker Romba with about 100 to go. He started to really dart up, but then he just started to peak on the run, and Biker Romba has held him. And All Class has snatched third. Nice run coming from the back first up, will be improved. Looked a little bit burly. And a Golden Heart in fourth. Wes Cameron is downstairs behind the microphone having a chat with the connections of Biker Romba.
Thanks, Richie, with trainer Jim Taylor down here. And Jim, congratulations, wonderfully consistent racehorse.
Yeah, he's an honest horse, Wes. He's probably just run into a good horse in Broadway Bell the last 3 starts and got a chance to make amends today.
Good gutsy performance this afternoon.
Yeah, he did it hard outside the leader from an outside barrier, and really boxed on well.
Future for him?
Oh, he just go through the classes and take one race at a time.
Jared obviously rode with confidence out there. He rode him like the best horse in the race. Wasn't afraid to be up there outside the lead.
Yeah, well, Duncan rode him very well last start. When Duncan got suspended last Saturday, I rang Jared during the week. I said, can you get a clearance to ride it, or that you can come back, ride, one winner, and he did that.
Like a vein was scratched earlier on. Any problems there?
Just thought it might have been a bit wet. He didn't handle the wet track a couple of weeks ago, even though the track's been upgraded to good.
Congratulations on the win. Well done.
Thanks, Wes.
Jim Taylor, Rich, and a very good win to Biker Romba there.
Yeah, there it was, the interview with trainer Jim Taylor, winning trainer of Biker Romba. We could hear more, though, after the running of race 5. Let's have a look at the closing stages of the head-on. There's Bikarumba in the blue, been hard ridden, and you can clearly see Golden Heart was impeded. Was close to the line, but he was making ground on the inside, and I wouldn't be surprised if we heard more following the race number 5, running of race number 5. Have one more look at it in super slow-mo. There's the winner in the dark blue, Jared Noski, about 3 horses off the fence. There's clearly a run there for Golden Heart. A. Kennedy, now he starts to impede his run. There we had to check severely there, and Jared did straighten him up. It was probably 50 metres from the line, but he probably needed to hold his ground a little more, and I think we'll hear more. News coming through. News coming through regarding. Let's cross up to Richard.
Now your attention please, the rider of the 4th horse, the rider of Golden Heart, Alan Kennedy, wants to have a look at the Stewards Patrol film and the head-on film before deciding on whether to take any action. So no correct weight at this stage. Alan Kennedy, the rider of the 4th horse, Golden Heart, wants to have a look at the film.
So there's a protest on race number 5. The rider is having a look at the tape, but I dare say there will be a protest following the running of race number 5, the first leg of the quaddie. Bikarumba defeated Let's Go Secret. All class was third, and in 4th position was Golden Heart, the horse that was impeded over the final 50 metres. And the rider, A. Kennedy's having a look at the film. We'll try and get the replay up on the screen now. Here it comes, the closing stages. And there you can see Bikarumba in the lead. He's about 2 horses off the fence. On his inside is Golden Heart. And just here he starts to roll in, and Noski still riding. And he stops now to straighten him up, but he's clearly taken Golden Heart's running. And he had to be severely checked. And I think we'll be hearing more following the running of race number 5. I dare say there'll be... Dare say we'll hear a little more, but the riders is having a look at the film. Numbers across the line were 2 Bikarumba, defeated 9 Let's Go Secret, 5 All Class, and
Tell you what, I'll break those bloody fingers.
And number 4 Golden Heart was in 4th position. We've just had word that there's no protest following the running of race number 5. Numbers stand, and we'll have correct weight there down the line. There it is, numbers 2, 9, 5, 4 and 10. That was trainer Jim Taylor just revving me up. Jimmy Taylor, the trainer of Bikarumba. I would have thought there would have been a protest, but Jimmy was right. He's not let laugh on it either. Well done, Jimmy. Numbers across the line, 2, 9, 5, 4 and 10. And there is correct weight, the time of 1:10.64. Bikarumba paying $5 and $1.80. Let's Go Secret $2.40, All Class $2.20. Golden Heart was in 4th position. A neck separated 1st and 2nd, a length 2nd and 3rd, a half head 3rd and 4th. And a time of 1:10.64. Well,